You care because someone is listening. And you're afraid if you say what you mean that you'll be heard by someone who is living their own life, who you don't want them to hear your side of the story. But why is it that you don't want them to hear your side of the story? Why is it that you try to hide yourself away and not be heard by people around you and paint an image of who you want to be and hopefully become that person one day? This is something that you struggle with and you are continuing to get better at. And understanding everything is time. And it takes time to become better at anything and master what it is that you're learning to do. There are days where you feel like you're best and you feel like you're changing the most that you've ever had. And there are days where you feel like you cannot progress any further or you're not progressing that day because you have no energy to. But regardless of the circumstance, you are becoming a better version of yourself every single day that passes. Those moments that you feel like you're at your lowest and you don't need them, or you have no energy to do anything, or you feel lost and you feel like, what the fuck am I doing with my time, are needed to realize, okay, I need to get back on track. I need to keep doing what I'm doing. I need to make videos. I need to create. And that is what makes you thrive to be a better person. Forgive and forget. And don't dwell on something that happened, because once it happens, it's in the past. You can't always hold on to grudges and hope. Not even hope. You can't hold on to grudges and revert back to old ways of thinking because of, things that have happened. You live and you learn, and certain things you have to learn from. Like, if you stick your hand in the fucking toilet, it's gonna get wet. You won't do it again. But from a person's perspective, from a personal perspective, if someone is in a relationship and you get cheated on or you get messed with or anything and you lose trust for that person, it should not affect the upcoming persons coming at you. Every single person is different and it depends entirely on their environment and nothing else. Them as people, not because you have met someone that looked like them or was the same sign as them or was the same character or had the same traits. They are their own person and they can choose to do a different move at any time. They're listening. And because they're listening, you quiet your voice, but you shouldn't. You should become a person who can overcome anything that comes at you. You are most of the time, but not all of the time. So you hope that one day it will just happen, but it won't. What it takes is you pushing every moment, even when you feel like you're lowest and you're scariest and you're most exposed, to become a better version of you. Doesn't matter at what time that is. Doesn't matter if you feel like your day's past. Doesn't matter if you want it to happen later. It happens now. Regardless of any factor of anything else, it happens now. Mumbling. People judge. But they do it in silence. And if you realize they don't tell you that they're judging you, they tell other people. Why? Because they're scared of your reaction. Or maybe they don't want to hurt your feelings, but regardless, what they're saying is they're not paying attention to what they're saying. They're just saying it because they feel that type of way. And maybe they don't. Maybe they're just saying it for recognition. But regardless of that, they're not saying it to your face. It may hurt you a little bit, like, it chips a part of you if you want someone to react a certain way because it's on, it's your thing or it's your something that you enjoy and they don't enjoy it for real. Then, it can hurt, but you move on. And it doesn't matter though, because everything is yours. Everything you choose to be and become and have is yours, is your choice entirely. And every decision that you make is your choice. It's not anyone else's, it is your choice. So if you're sitting there wasting your life and not doing anything with your time, it's nobody's fault but yours. You should never blame somebody else for something that is happening to you. Trauma is a thing, and you get trauma as a child. And, your parents have raised you a certain way, and your reactions on everything is based on what your environment was like. But everything can be broken and changed. Bones, to get stronger bone fragments in your calves, you have to break and shatter the mini bones until they regrow and build themselves. And as loud as it gets and as hard as your mind is continuously thinking and running, you get better and you get stronger and you understand that everything is just time and effort.